Hi everyone. So I have a wax Melt Empties and I was gonna say non-empties, a wax Melt Empties and a non-wax empties video to film today. I'll just leave this so we can look at it instead of just looking at nothing. But yeah, I'm just having a lazy day. So I thought, you know what? I want to film an empties. It's the end of May, but I don't know. I just want to do it very casually. So we're just gonna do a video like this. I apologize for the lack of videos. I just haven't had like a lot of wax mail come in or yeah, just anything really to share too much recently, but I'll have this wax mail empties. I'll have my like planner and stickers May haul, and then I did recently get a swanky Candle Co pre-order in the mail that I will share at some point. So those are kind of the upcoming videos. Let's just get into the empties now. So I have some polypro bags, which I think we're gonna do last. And then I have a ton of empties in this bin, which this bin consists mainly of clamshells underneath all the non-wax empties. So I think I'm just gonna put this in my lap for now. So I have a couple body care products, so I'll just run through those first. So this is a Hempz body lotion or body moisturizer in Pomegranate. Really like these. I pick these up occasionally from like Marshalls or Home Goods. I'll find these. So yeah, really liked it. Like the scent. I thought it was a good summery scent. Moisturizing. And sorry, I'm just throwing these empties into my recycling bin by me. This is a strawberry pound cake Bath and Body Works shower gel. Love this scent so much. Oh, it's just amazing. I love, love, love strawberry pound cake in body care. Didn't really care for it in the candle. I just felt like it was kind of light after the first burn, and then it pretty much just smells like a burning wick. But I will rebuy it over and over again in body care. So I have this one, and then I didn't quite finish up my body lotion. So that'll be in probably the next empties video. This is just a little tiny body lotion sample. You know, sometimes you'll get these free coupons for a sample size product. So that's probably why I had picked this up at some point. It's old. It's when the body care was $5, and I think now it's up to like $7.50 or something like that. I remember having this and carrying it around my backpack when I was in college. And I've been out of college now almost 4 years. Yeah, that's crazy. So I've had this for a while and I just finished it up. I loved the scent so much that I think that's why I was hoarding it a little bit. So good. I even have some vendor wax in the scent. I think I have one from Candles from the Keeping Room, and I think at some point I had picked up like a French lavender and honey from Vintage Chic Scent. So I'll be excited to warm those scents. We have a couple hand soaps then. I won't talk too long about these, but this one is Lavender Vetiver. This was really pretty. We have Cucumber and Lily. This one I did in my kitchen. This is a perfect like kitchen scent to me. And then we have Vanilla Coconut. So yeah, just happened to finish up 3 hand soaps within this month. Now let's go over, it's pretty much now clamshells in this bin. So let's just do the Scentsy first. I did have to change one of my warmer bulbs, so just swapped out the 25-watt bulb. So this is just a little empty. I warmed the Stitch scent. Stitch Experiment 626. This was super strong, but it wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't my preference. I think what was in here, I don't know, maybe it's a Valencia orange. I don't know. I don't get a whole lot of your traditional like citrusy orange. So I'm actually guessing it was the pineapple nectar, that it wasn't like my preference, but it was really strong. So this was something, I don't know if you can get it now, but I had picked it up at one point. Didn't even warm it. Obviously I got it like last year. But I just removed it from my club right away. I think I picked it up in one club when it was available, but it just wasn't my preference on cold. So just thought I'd warm that. Like I said, strong, but not my favorite. Then here's another licensed bar. Ooh, this is so, so good. Okay, so this is Ariel Under the Sea. I think this is out right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like it is because after I warmed this, I looked for it on the website and I think I was able to put it in my club. So I should double check that after this video, but I loved this. I think I said at one point that, yeah, I think I said at one point, I believe now, I feel like I'm mixing stuff up. I think I thought Flirtatious smelled like DKNY Delicious perfume, kind of that green apple perfume. And both of these have a green apple note. But to me, warming these both recently, this doesn't really smell like it because I feel like it's too powdery. I actually feel like Ariel Under the Sea smells more like it. Like that DKNY Delicious perfume. So this one I ended up liking way more than Flirtatious. I thought I was going to love Flirtatious, didn't because of that kind of powdery note that comes alive on warm. So I removed this from my club, and like I said, I think I put this one in my club, I believe. But yeah, both of these performance-wise were really strong. Then I have some of the Chase Rainbows collection, green and yellow. The whole Chase Rainbows collection is so strong. Since I get these in my bi-monthly clubs, every time I get a bi-monthly club in the mail, I try to warm my oldest bars in my collection. So these were from January 2023, which isn't too bad. I keep up melting these ones pretty well. Like I don't let them sit too long in my collection just because I would probably end up collecting way too many, so I don't want to hoard too many in my stash because it's coming on a regular basis, but I love both of these, so good. And the whole Chase Rainbows collection, honestly, and I say whole, everything but blue, all of those scents are like very mixable. I feel like they mix really well together. While I have this one up, let me just show Sugar Cookie. So I had ended up having like 2 cubes left in my yellow, and oddly enough, I had 2 cubes left of my Sugar Cookie. I am warming up to this scent a lot. When I first smelled it, probably 2 years ago, didn't care for it, tried it once on like one of my first Scentsy orders, didn't think anything about it, went on to Vendor Wax, it didn't warm Scentsy for a while, just got the warmers. Then I got into Scentsy, I think like over a year ago now. Again, didn't care for it. Then I tried it again before this went away when the spring summer catalog came out. Again, didn't love it on cold, but the more and more I smell it, the more I'm starting to like it. Again, I don't think it's anything like super, super crazy outstanding by itself, but in all the comments when I've said, oh, I don't know about it, a lot of people have said it's a great mixer. So I decided, this is the first time I mixed it. I mixed, I think, 1 Sugar Cookie and 1 yellow together. It was so good. Yellow is such a strong scent and can really be overpowering. And then I was scared because Sugar Cookie, I feel like, is a little bit on the lighter side. I'm like, is it just gonna lighten up a scent? Is it gonna add to a scent? And it definitely did. This smelled like a decadent lemon bakery when I mixed these two together. It was so good. So I think this solidified to me that I want to keep this in my club, at least for now. We'll see if it comes back next fall, winter, then maybe I can remove it. But for now, I'm gonna keep it because it's not available currently, unless you want to get a brick of it in Scentsy Club, which who knows. Just watch next time my club comes, I end up getting a brick of it. When I said a couple clubs back I didn't need it, a brick of it, just watch me get a brick of it. Okay, I have 2 Flower Childs. I'm really torn. I might remove this from my club. It's so pretty. It's a really nice perfumey body care kind of a scent. I think it's gorgeous, but when I've warmed this recently, I just thought it was really light. Like, I barely smelled it. I had to warm a whole bar and a half within my whole house within 5 warmers just to kind of get a light performance. So I don't know, even in my office where I have 2 warmers, my office isn't very big. I had trouble getting a scent throw from this recently. I think I may have one more of this in my collection, so I might try warming again before my club processes, and if I'm just not that into it, I think I'm gonna remove it because my club is pretty big right now, so I don't know. It's just the performance wasn't there for me. I'm just gonna take a quick sip of water. Okay, this isn't a Stanley. I just got this from Amazon, but you can't tell now, I don't think, but it has the most beautiful like glitter in it. I was gonna get a Stanley, but they're like unavailable until like 2 months out. So I was like, you know what, I'll just get this different one. I love the color anyway, the blue ombre. We have Glacier Water, tried and true. I really love it. Good performance. If you like kind of masculine body care, cologne type scents, this is really, really pretty and it's really strong. This one is Hey Tiger Lily. It got pretty juicy in there. I had a couple stocked up because this is such a spring summer scent to me. Yeah, wow, it's really juicy. So I decided, you know what, let me grab some of these from my collection, some of my older ones. As you can see, this is a little bit on the older side. It is such a pretty spring scent, so I'll probably warm through some of the ones in my collection this spring and summer, just because it's not as much of a winter fall scent to me. It's really, really floral, but it is so pretty. Perfect for this time of year. Loved it. This one, no, all 3 of these now are basically the summer bricks. Spring summer bricks. Now I say basically because this one I've had in my club for a long time. As you can see, this one I got in my January club, and then these 2 were from my May club. So I tried these prior to cutting up my, wait, where are my other ones? Did I not warm the other 2? I could have sworn I had warmed, oh, this is Beach Daisy. Oh, I was thinking Orchard by the Sea, I think. I must have not warmed those, so maybe I'll warm those soon. But Beach Daisy, I was thinking, do I want to get another bar? It was pretty, but honestly, on the lighter side in my opinion, so I may remove it from my club. I don't know if I need it as a spot in my club, and I have my whole brick of it, so I think I'm going to be good this summer with just having my brick. Really pretty, but like I said, I kind of had to search for it when I was warming it. It was on the lighter side, so nothing outstanding to me. Cucumber and Cactus Water has been a tried and true. I've had it in my club for I think over a year now. So strong. Yeah, this one you need like like 1 cube per warmer. It's that strong and it's really long lasting, so really pretty. To me, it's like a perfumey cucumber. Summerberry Melon. I almost because I'm so into the bricks now, I almost made an order and added this one because this is the brick. This one and Cucumber and Cactus Water are the bricks I didn't get. I got the other 3 spring summer bricks. And I warmed it. It was strong. This was a really good performer, but again, I don't know if it's a love. And for some reason, I feel like it's maybe that little bit of like pineapple. There's just something that it's like, it's not a favorite. I enjoy it. If I had gotten a brick, definitely would have enjoyed it while I had it, but this is another one I'm probably going to remove from my club. Honestly, depending on how all the rest warm, I may just keep my Cucumber and Cactus Water. I mean, it depends, because again, I have 2 more that I need to try out. The Orchard by the Sea, and what is the other one? Oh, Pink Apple and Nectarine, I think is the other one. I need to try that as well. So we'll see how those do on warm before I make my final decision. Then I have a lot of Super Tart. Some of these I feel like I don't have a super strong opinion on, so let's see. And some of these were really good. So Peach and Quiet, This was okay, on the lighter side to me. Nothing too special. I'm honestly not the hugest fan of like pure fruity scents. So I had gotten these a while back, probably when I was still experimenting with like my scent preferences. So, you know, a pretty peach scent. Peach was the dominant note in here, but overall a little bit on the lighter side. And I am warming some of my Super Tarts clams because as you can see, they get a little on the squishy side. So I'm trying to make sure I warm these. It doesn't really affect scent throw, but it's just kind of like gross when the clam is a little squishy. Then we have, where are some of my other pure fruity scents? Dexter, sorry. This one's strawberry, pineapple, and tangerine. Again, it's honestly really hard to smell these empty clams too because they just smell like plastic. And again, this one was getting quite squishy. I think it was like the pineapple and tangerine. Their strawberry is more like strawberry jam, and I feel like when it's mixed with other fruity scents, it gets a little lost. So I think this was more the pineapple and tangerine. Ooh, I can't even open it. It's so squishy. Okay. Yeah, if you love pure fruity scents, you probably would rate these higher than me. It's just, if I'm going to do a fruity scent, it's probably going to be a Fruity Bakery. So this was just nothing like special to me. Then we have, I'm just looking if I have any other in that category, that like fruit category. This one is Fizzy Papaya. This one was so strong on the fizzy note. I didn't get anything else. To me, it was fizzy soda heavy, and then that was pretty much it. It was a good performer because the fizzy note came out really strong. And every once in a while, a fizzy scent is kind of fun to do. It's a scent that I don't have a lot of in my collection, but I've never been disappointed with like a fizzy pop, fizzy soda note. They're all usually pretty strong. We have two. Do I have two of these? No. Let's do this one. This is kind of a random one. This is Minerva. This to me, oddly enough, kind of smelled like a fruity laundry. Oh, sorry. I don't mean fruity laundry. I mean floral laundry. I did not get a whole lot of the pink sugar. I think Super Tarts pink sugar isn't exactly spot on to the Aqualina pink sugar? Yeah, I don't think it's as spot on as some dupes. So to me, I smelled a lot more of the laundry. And like I said, for some reason, it was coming off as kind of a floral laundry, but this was pretty. I enjoyed it while I warmed it. Son of Odin. This is a Fruity Bakery, pomegranate, sugar, cookie, strawberry. This one I actually really, really enjoyed. I love Super Tarts pomegranate. I had a pomegranate scent from Rose Girls. I liked it, but it was so strong, overwhelmingly strong. Super Tarts pomegranate's very pretty, and it's definitely a different pomegranate note. Oh my gosh, I love it. I honestly don't follow Super Tarts super closely anymore. I actually ended up removing myself from a lot of wax melt groups because I just had so many groups I was a part of, and as you guys probably recognize, I'm definitely trying to cut back on the amount that I'm purchasing because I already have more than, probably enough wax melts for my whole life. And I have decluttered and given away a lot when I moved, and still go through my stash and make sure that it's a scent that's like gonna bring me joy and make me happy, as opposed to something that I'm just trying to melt to get rid of. So anyway, sorry for the side note, but Super Tarts is one of those that I didn't make, like, I made big orders infrequently. So I'm not following them recently. I think they've had some changes in how they do their ordering, I think. So I don't know. I'm not super up to date with how they're doing their pre-orders or RTSs, but there are definitely some favorite scents that I have. I just don't know if I'm going to be repurchasing. I'm just trying to limit the vendors that I'm purchasing from now and just pick kind of like my top like 5 favorite ones now. So, but anyway, I don't know why I really went onto that rant, but anyway, this one was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was so pretty. Really liked this one. This one was amazing. This was probably my favorite Super Tarts blend that I've warmed in a long time. And this is Sisters. Sugar cookies, marshmallow, cotton candy, ice cream. The only reason I read these notes is because when you read them, to me, they don't sound very outstanding. And if anything, I feel like it would be light. I read marshmallow, cotton candy, and ice cream. And to me, those notes are more blender notes and they don't really stand out super strongly on their own. Something about this, I think it's maybe their sugar cookie oil, which sugar cookie can be hit or miss. It can either be amazing, outstanding, wonderful, decadent, strong, delicious, or it can be like nothing. Some vendors that come to mind that have really good sugar cookie scent is L3, their Sugar Cookie Royale, amazing. And the other one I can think of recently is like Vintage Chic Scents. Her Sally Stitched Up Sugar Cookies is also a really strong, decadent sugar cookie scent, at least from what I can remember. And this one, whatever sugar cookie is in this one, it's amazing. This blew me away, and I could even tell by cold sniff that it was going to be good. So I really loved this. I even went on their website when I had just warmed this to see if they had any, because they had a couple like random, I think like chunk bags listed on their site, and it was on there but sold out. So I was like, oh no. If it was there, honestly, I probably would have made a purchase because it was so good. It was so good. French Bakery. This is French Baguette Whipped Cream Lemon Eclair. This was good. It was very evenly split on the baguette and the lemon bakery. Actually on cold sniff, and at first I thought it was a little too heavy on the bready notes. For me, I would prefer sweet bakery than like bready bakery. But I would say as it went on, it definitely was split, and I could get whiffs of the lemon as well. This was pretty strong and pretty long lasting, so I enjoyed it while I warmed it. This one's Bernadette. I liked this, but I didn't love it. I enjoyed it while I warmed it, but it doesn't like stand out in my mind as something that I would like absolutely want to repurchase, but you know, it was good while I warmed it. Rockabilly, like I said, I have so many clams this time. Pear, whipped cream, buttercream, and cupcake. This was really pretty. It was an interesting scent. Like even just those scent notes, I feel like pear bakery I don't see as much. It was one of those scents that I felt could get lost. Like I would smell it, then I wouldn't, then I would think, you know, do I smell it anymore? Has it lost its scent? I'd go up to the warmer and I could smell it, but I couldn't smell it from far away. I'd leave the room and come back and I could smell it again. So it kind of like was a scent I went nose blind to. It was pretty. I don't know if it was like a love. I definitely liked it and it was unique, but I don't know if I'd like repurchase that one right away. This was probably my second favorite after Sisters, and this was A Baker's Dream. It was so good. I don't think I smelled the pear in it. I think it was more lavender and sugar cookie, maybe the vanilla cream. It was definitely an like herbal lavender bakery. This was amazing. Really good throw. This is the kind of lavender I love, when it's lavender mixed with bakery, and I specifically like more of an herbal leaning lavender with the sweet bakery notes. This was absolutely amazing. I really liked it. But like I said, I don't think I smelled the pear. I'm not sure about that note. Just a couple more. Pom Pom. Pom Pom is really good, so unique, long lasting, good performance. Like I said, I really, really enjoy Super Tarts Pomegranate, so this was really good. Rhubarbara Streisand, Strawberry Rhubarb Almond Danish. I enjoyed this while I warmed it. Good throw. To me, it was kind of like a tart strawberry, probably because of the rhubarb. Definitely different than their other strawberry note, where I say comes off more like a strawberry jam. This one was more like a tart strawberry and then a little bit of sweet too because of that almond Danish. I enjoyed it. This one is Us. This one is cake batter, caramel, toffee, cinnamon, vanilla bean. I don't know why I started reading some of the notes now. This was like a buttery caramel scent. So if you don't like buttery caramel scents, this one came off like that, very strong. I liked it because it wasn't popcorn buttery. It was like a sweet caramel buttery. But it was like a heavy bakery, heavy sweet, decadent, rich bakery, but it was really good. I liked that. Well, my little recycling bin is already full because of all the bigger, like bulkier clams. I'm gonna have to empty it. It's like overflowing already. Shortcake, Strawberry Sponge Cake, Kettle Corn. I actually really like this one. I remember when I first warmed this one way back when, maybe like a year ago. This was one I was on the fence with, where I didn't know, do I love it or do I hate it? Because the kettle corn comes out, you do smell it. I actually really ended up liking it, and I don't usually like kettle corn like popcorn notes. It's almost got like a savory note because of the kettle corn, but in general it's just a really nice bakery too, because the kettle corn notes will die down and it's just a really pretty strawberry bakery too. So this is good. It's a really good mix of all of the notes in here. We have Wildberry Sweet Cakes. This is one where, again, I feel like I have warmed this before and I've had the same thoughts where I thought I was gonna love it, but it's not as impressing to me on warm for some reason. It's definitely on the lighter side, and I don't know, just not as outstanding as I would think it is based off of the notes, because I like all these notes, but just doesn't stand out in my mind a whole lot, and it doesn't really like wow me on warm. This is Robin. I did this in the spring. I mean, I guess it's still spring now, but I crave every now and again a fresh cut grass scent in the spring, especially that first mow of the season. Really, really nice. This was basically fresh cut grass. Like, I don't even know if I got the strawberry at all. Maybe it added a tiny bit of sweetness, but like I said, when there's strawberries mixed with other things, I feel like it can get a little lost, especially when there are other dominant notes in there like fresh cut grass. I liked it. I enjoyed it because I was in the mood for a fresh cut grass scent, but it's just not something I crave super frequently, but just every now and again. So that definitely satisfied my fresh cut grass craving. And then this last one was Berries and Cream. This was really strong and long lasting, and it actually comes alive more on warm. On cold, it's not that outstanding, but it was really nice on warm and I enjoyed it. So that was all my Super Tarts. Like I said, that was a lot of clamshells this time. Now let's move on to some of my Polypro bags. Not as much of these because I was just trying to get through some clams, and I'm still trying to. So in my next empties video, I'm sure I'm gonna have more clams. So this one is New York style cheesecake from Candles from the Keeping Room. Let me take out the double bag so it doesn't have that glare. This was actually really good. On cold, it was a little iffy, like a little sour milky. Like, you can definitely get the cheesecake. So if you don't like those cheesecakey notes, you probably wouldn't like this. This, to me, my husband's been baking a lot of cheesecake recently. He's trying to make like protein cheesecake. So it's not exactly a true decadent cheesecake, but To me, it smelled exactly like a cheesecake fresh out of the oven. It almost had this warm scent. And so I feel like that's almost a little bit why the cheesy, maybe slightly sour notes can come out. Typically I feel like cheesecake is served after it's been chilled. This one for some reason gives me fresh out of the oven cheesecake notes. I liked it though, and it was really strong. It did stain my warmer dishes a little bit, but it was really good. I liked it. I would maybe consider getting it again. Then this one is homemade blueberry biscuits. This one, I really like her biscuits. I don't always, because again, I prefer a more sweet bakery than like bread bakery. Well, I take that back. I do love zucchini bread blends, but anyway, I guess yeasty bread is the one I'm more talking about. Carol's, so far when I've warmed my homemade blueberry biscuits and my homemade strawberry biscuits, I've loved them. And I almost get like a blueberry zucchini bread note rather than like a yeasty biscuit. So I really liked it. Really good throw. I enjoyed it a lot. Not bready at all. Like I said, more of, if anything, like a zucchini bread hint is kind of what I felt like it smelled like. Again, there's no zucchini bread in this, but that's just kind of how it smelled to me on warm. Really, really loved it. I enjoyed this one. Just one little swanky. I thought I had more. Oh no, I'm working on a loaf, so I don't have any more swanky. This was wild blueberries. This was good. A nice blueberry scent, but nothing like special. Like I'd probably rather have like a blueberry bakery blend than just wild blueberries on its own, but this came in a mystery bag. So cute. They were like little blueberry macarons or macaroons. So very cute. I love Swanky. Swanky is one of the vendors that I do have a weakness for. So she's one of the vendors that usually I will make orders from. Summer Circus cookies. This was good. I smelled it. It was probably like a gentle medium. I like to describe Teddy V's as gentle medium because I can smell it, but it's not a powerhouse. This smelled mainly like the Sweet Lemon Bakery. I didn't really get the strawberry pound cake. To me, I got the Frosted Lemon Circus cookies. And it was really pretty. I enjoyed it. Lemon Bakery is a pretty summertime, springtime blend, so I enjoyed it. Not necessarily a repurchase, but I enjoyed it. Sundresses and Lemonade. This is a super popular blend of Tiffany's, but for me, it's just not my favorite. I don't think it's my favorite laundry note personally. I did get really good throw, and I did kind of get that fizzy note. I think when I first smelled it on cold, when I first got this in, I didn't really get that at all, but I got it a little bit. To me, the laundry note is the one that kind of like lasts, but like I said, it's just not my favorite laundry note. So I don't know if I'd repurchase it, but that was a really popular, I know it's a popular blend of Tiffany's. And then Cotton Soft Vanilla. I wore this one recently. Again, very pretty. If anything though, this one is lighter, on the lighter side. I enjoyed it. I warmed this and we had like a friend over, so it was kind of nice because I don't like to do too much of overpowering scents when people come over, but to be honest, I didn't smell it very strongly at all unless I put my nose in the warmer, so this one was just a little bit on the lighter side. I smelled it a little bit at first, but I just felt like it got lost pretty quick. I did a couple Salt Mountain Melts. I don't know when I got these. I haven't purchased from Salt Mountain Melts in a long time, so these were from a couple pre-orders back at this point. Cherry Cupcakes. This one, I'll admit, I did a day that I went into the office, so I can't judge it too harshly. This smelled like a really pretty, basically like a cherry Tootsie Pop lollipop kind of a scent, cherry candy, hard candy. But to be honest, like when I had come back from work, I couldn't smell it at all. And I asked my husband if he could smell it because he does work from home. And he said he couldn't, but again, that's not the greatest, like, he's not the greatest judge because he has a weaker nose than me, I feel like. So maybe it smelled throughout the 8-hour workday and it just started to fizzle out when I had gotten home. That could have been the case too, but I I can't really describe it too much since I wasn't home while it was warming the majority of the time. And then this is Sugar Mama. I liked it. I actually really liked it. It had a savory note in it, which I don't always like, but I actually ended up really liking how this smelled on cold. What I will say is I just feel like, again, I didn't really notice it on warm. So I don't know, maybe it's just my new townhouse. Salt Mountain Melts is not performing super great for me. But yeah, for some reason, I didn't notice it a lot when I went to warm it. Sweet Treat, this was a custom from Kay's Scented Melts from last summer. I remember really liking this when I first warmed it, and then I had like the bottom row left, and I warmed it recently, and I couldn't really smell it. I don't know if it's, I mean, a year's not that old. I don't feel like most wax would run out of, or I don't feel like most wax melts fragrance would dissipate after just a year. So I don't know. I just couldn't really smell it. Maybe it was just my nose that day I was warming it, but the second half of the bag I didn't notice as much. Lavish, Lavender, and Speechless, so strong. Anything blended with her Speechless is a powerhouse. I would say the Speechless is definitely what comes out the most on warm, and it's really good. Powerhouse and long lasting. Mermaid Squad, this is pretty. Again, did I do this on a day I went into the office? No, I don't think I did. This was a pretty, like, beautiful floral blend. To me, it's not like powdery floral. It's a really pretty, I think, like body care floral. You could definitely have this in a body care. It was really strong. Oh, no, I did. Yes. See my note? Did this when I went in the office, and it was still going strong when I came home. So that's how you can tell it's a long-lasting scent when I am gone for 8 hours and come back and it's still smelling good. This one was a customer creation. I thought it was really pretty, but I would prefer, so based off of these scent notes, to me they read similar, obviously not the same, but similar to her Goodnight Moon because of the like lavender, the bakery note, and the mint. So obviously this isn't the same notes at all, but it just kind of, when I smelled it, I got hints of like what reminded me of Goodnight Moon. And what I will say is I prefer Goodnight Moon more. To me, this was gentler, lighter than Goodnight Moon, but kind of reminded me of it. So I would just rather warm Goodnight Moon because it's a standout, like, powerhouse favorite scent of mine. So enjoyed it while I warmed it, but didn't love that one. You Need to Calm Down. This is a lavender, sweet lavender. I say sweet. Rose Girls to me smells herbal, but it's sweet because of the other notes in here. This is really pretty, like a medium throw. You definitely got the herbal lavender, even though it says sweet. I mainly picked up the lavender. I enjoyed it. I like it, but like I said, if I'm gonna do a lavender from Rose Girls, I feel like I'm gonna do Goodnight Moon because that's like my absolute favorite. Finished a chunk pie. This was a half chunk pie of Starbeans Cafe. This is when she did the chunk pies, the half chunk pies for her Mario pre-order. And at this point, I want to say it was 2 years ago because she hasn't done the half pies for a while. So this is espresso, vanilla crunch donuts, vanilla bean Noel. Enjoyed it while I warmed it, but would not get another half pie of this scent. I much prefer other coffee blends from Rose Girls, especially if I'm going to compare just from the Mario line. I love Koopa Claus Needs a Latte. I would, if I were to get a half pie of a coffee blend, it would be that blend. Again, enjoyed this while I warmed it, but I wouldn't get that large of quantity of it again. This was a Southbound loaf in strawberry sugar. This is another vendor I don't follow too closely anymore. I used to order from like every pre-order of theirs when I first discovered them, but I'm just starting to really like discover and decide like which are my tried and true vendors that I absolutely love and will continue to repurchase from, because when you try so many scents, so many vendors, it's just a lot and it's hard to keep up with everything. So I'm now just kind of like, I'm just kind of purchasing from like a smaller amount of vendors. So Southbound I haven't kept up to date with recently. This was really pretty. Mainly all I got was the pink sugar. That's pretty much what lasted and lingered. So it was good, but do I need a loaf of pink sugar? Not necessarily. This is a Sassy Girl Aroma loaf in sun-dried cotton, and I apologize, it's morning when I'm filming this and I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so now my stomach's starting to rumble. This is sun-dried cotton. This was super pretty. Very strong, warm laundry. Like it smells like the dryer just finished. It's like warm, or, you know, hung on, you know, a laundry line outside and the sun is beating down. You get that just warm, fresh kind of laundry scent. Really pretty. Is it something I need a loaf of? No. So I think when I chopped this up, I ended up splitting it, like cutting it in half and giving some of it to my friend because it was just a lot. But it was really good. It was really pretty. Wardrobe from L3. This is one of their chunks. This is a nice, fresh. Oh, I said fresh out of the dryer. So this is another laundry scent, fresh out of the dryer with slight sweetness is what I said. So I enjoyed it. Blueberry muffin, strawberry pound cake. This was really good. Enjoyed it. I love L3 strawberry pound cake. And I felt like I got some of the blueberry bakery too. And then a loaf of Aunt's jam filled jelly rolls. Tried and true, really good. Do I need a loaf of it again? I don't think so. I have a lot of other strawberry jam scents, and I think I even have another at least smaller size of Aunt's jam filled jelly rolls. It's really good. This is a powerhouse scent. Her strawberry jam is super strong, so, and long lasting. So enjoyed this. So that is all my Wax Melt Empties for the month of May. We got through a lot of clams, so I'm happy about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!